1896. He served as a volunteer in the British Army between 1918 and 1920. Fisher made career as a journalist and wrote for the New York Times, the Saturday Review, and for European and Asian publications. He was also a member of the faculty of Princeton University. Now, as I told you, this is a story which is an incident from pre-independent India. So, Louis Fisher was a volunteer in the British Army. And here we find that he has written about this incident where he talks about the indigo plantations and this incident where Mahatma Gandhi involved. And because of Mahatma Gandhi's involvement, the poor peasants, they were able to get their share. They were able to get justice, right? So let's continue with the text. I'm straight away coming to the text here. Okay, Shubhangi, please start reading from here. When I first visited Gandhi.
Yes, ma'am. When I first visited Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram in Sevagram in central India, he said, I will tell you how it happened that I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was in 1917. The author, do I have to read it? The author
Yeah, please
explains.
continue. Read this black
Yes.
section. The black section is the text. So you just have to read the black section. Then I'm going to give you the explanation.
Okay, ma'am. The author explains about his first interaction meeting with Mahatma Gandhi. He says that he first met Gandhi in 1942 at his ashram, which was in Sevagram. It was located in central India. Gandhi said that he would tell him about his struggle against the British, which took place in year 1917. He had gone to the December 1916 annual convention of the Indian Congress Party in Lucknow. There were 2,301 delegates and many visitors during the proceeding. Gandhi recounted, a peasant came up to me looking like another peasant in India, poor and emaciated, and said, I am Rajkumar Shukla. I am from Champaran, and I want you to come to my district. Gandhi had never heard of that place. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal.
Okay, now the story begins, and the narrator of the story, the person who is narrating the story, he himself is a peasant, right? His name is Rajkumar Shukla. So Rajkumar Shukla here tells his first meeting with Gandhiji. When I first visited in Gandhi at his ashram in Sevagram in central India, he said, I will tell you how it happened that I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was in 1970. So he, in the beginning itself, he tells about his first interaction with Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, where Gandhiji told how he made up his mind that he would be creating situations, he would be compelling Britishers, he would be following all non-violent methods, but he would be doing everything to drag Britishers out of our country. Right now, the author explains about his first interaction. He says that he first met Gandhiji at his ashram, right, where Gandhiji told everything about his struggle with the Britishers from that period till the time he met. Now, it was 1916 when Gandhiji had gone to attend the annual convention of Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. At that time, there were many delegates there. And during those proceedings, Gandhiji recounted, a peasant came up to me looking like any other peasant in India, poor and emaciated, and said, I am Rajkumar Shukla, I am from Champaran, and I want you to come to my district. So Gandhiji, in his, there are many books written on Gandhiji. It's about his biography, even his autobiography is there. So in that also Gandhiji mentioned that there was a common looking peasant who was looking at me. He came to me and introduced himself. Now, we have read all these things in history also, and generally also we know Gandhiji had a soft corner for the poor needy people, especially these peasants, the farmers. They were really suppressed by the Britishers at the time. India had a policy at that time when actually the Britishers, they used to force Indian farmers to work on their lands, and then they were not paid for that. Their lands were taken by them. They had to pay heavy taxes and heavy rents. So because of which the farmers were not able to earn even their basic livelihood, right? So that is what the story is about. So it was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. This we have done. Okay, now please start. He says that in the month of December.
He says that in the month of December in year 1916, Mahatma Gandhi went to attend the annual meeting. I guess it is the
We
explanation
have
of
done this.
the.
Yes, yes. You can start
Yes,
from under an ancient arrangement.
yes, ma'am. Under an ancient arrangement, the Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. He was illiterate but resolute. He had to come to the Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And somebody had probably said, "Speak to Gandhi."
Okay, now before we move on further, here we're talking about Champaran. You must have heard about this name Champaran, which is in Bihar, right? And we are talking about Champaran peasants as sharecroppers. Now, sharecropper is a tenant farmer who has to give a part of his crop as a rent. I mean, the land at that time, it was occupied by the Britishers. So the Indian farmers, they were working as sharecroppers on British land, right? So, but as a rent, they had to give some part of their crop to the Britishers. Now, before we move on further in the story here says that actually what happened was Indian peasants were compelled to grow indigo on some part of their land. And that indigo plantation was given to the Britishers as a rent. Now, it happened so that Britishers realized that they would get better indigo, synthetic indigo from Germany and some other country, and at a cheap price. Though this was absolutely, I mean, free for them, but that would they're getting at a cheap price, and it was of a good quality, right? So they realized that now they won't be taking crops from the Indian farmers, Indian peasants. Rather, they'll be taking it from other country, from somewhere else. Now that was the problem here. Now the peasants had to give rent to the Britishers because now their crop was not taken, and moreover, that indigo plantation, the part of the land where they were growing indigo, they were not able to grow anything else there. So it was a big loss to the farmers, right? So that was a problem which this peasant Rajkumar Shukla was there to tell Gandhiji, right? I'll just take a pause here. I believe there is somebody who wants to join the meeting. Just give me a second, please. Okay. Shubhangi, please continue.
Yes, ma'am. He told Gandhi.
You have to start from he told Gandhi that he was a sharecropper.
He told Gandhi that he was a sharecropper. A sharecropper is a farmer who gives a part of the crop as rent to the owner of that piece of land that he cultivates. He told him that because of an old agreement, many of the peasants in Champaran were sharecroppers. He had come to meet Gandhi on someone's suggestion as he was determined to find a solution for the sharecroppers who were facing hardship due to this agreement. He sought Gandhiji's help. Gandhi told Shukla he had an appointment in Kanpur and was also committed to go to other parts of India. Shukla accompanied him everywhere. Then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to the ashram. For weeks he never left Gandhi's side. Fix the date, he begged.
Now, here, by this incident, we find what kind of a man Rajkumar Shukla was. See, though he was also a peasant, he was also suffering because of the Britishers. Peasants, as I told you, the condition in pre-independent India, the condition of the farmers and the peasants was really miserable, right? But being poor, suffering from all the miseries, he was a very resolute person. Resolute means determined. Please write down the meanings of the words, difficult words side by side, so that it's not a difficulty for you afterwards, right? So he was a very determined person. When he met Gandhiji for the first time, at that time, Gandhiji started becoming popular in India, but he was not a very popular person that everybody knew him, right? Initially, obviously, over the years, when he did so much, when he participated on all kind of struggles for independence, he became popular. But initially, he was not, right? But when Rajkumar Shukla found that Gandhiji was a person who could help Champaran peasants, he made up his mind that he wanted to take Gandhiji to Champaran to show him the condition of the peasants and to take a decision to do something against the Britishers so that they do something for the peasants also. Right? So he accompanied Gandhiji everywhere. Gandhiji was busy with the appointments and his other, that meetings and everything. So he was going everywhere, but Shukla accompanied Gandhiji everywhere. And Gandhiji returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to the ashram also. For weeks, he never left Gandhiji's side. He said, fix a date. So he requested Gandhiji to fix a date to go to visit Champaran and to have a just to have a watch at what the condition of peasants was there in, and they're in Champaran, and what they could do to solve their problems. Please continue, Shubhangi, after hearing his problem.
After hearing his
Just a
problem,
second,
Gandhiji told
just a sec. I
yes,
believe
ma'am.
this is the explanation. Just see that. We're coming to here. You have to start from this
Impressed
point.
by.
Shukla was always there with him for several weeks, begging him to fix a date to visit Champaran. Impressed by the sharecroppers' tenacity.
Impressed
Please
by the
continue.
sharecroppers' tenacity and story, Gandhiji said, I have to be in Kolkata and on such and such a date. Come and meet me and take me from there. Months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at appointed spot in Calcutta. When Gandhiji arrived, he waited till Gandhi was free. Then the two of them boarded a train for the city of Patna in Bihar. There, Shukla led him to the house of a lawyer named Rajendra Prasad, who later became the president of the Congress Party and of India. Rajendra Prasad was out of town, but the servants knew Shukla as poor yeoman who pestered their master to help the indigo sharecroppers. So they let him stay on the ground with his companion Gandhi, whom they took to be another peasant. But Gandhi was not permitted to draw water from well, lest some drop from his buckets pollute the entire source. How did they know that he was not an untouchable?
Okay, now the vices of the pre-independent India are clearly visible in this stanza. We all know what all Indians suffered at that time. And these vices of untouchability, poverty, they are clearly shown here. Right? Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity. Now, this is another word for determination. Earlier, I have given you a word resolute, which means a person is resolute, means a person is determined. Now, this is the word tenacity, which means his strong determination. So, we find this sharecropper, that is Rajkumar Shukla, who was begging or requesting Gandhiji to come along with him to Champaran, right? He was so determined, he followed Gandhiji everywhere. So, finally, Gandhiji had to give him a time. So, he said that I have to be in Calcutta on such and such date. You can come and take me from there to Champaran. Now, months passed, Shukla was sitting on his haunches. Haunches is on his thighs, means he was on his toes, he was ready when he could take Gandhiji along with him at the appointed spot in Calcutta. Now, when Gandhiji arrived there, he waited till Gandhi was free. So Shukla had to wait for Gandhiji so that he is free from all his involvements, from his meetings, from what all, seminars, what all he was doing at that time.